Since the Titanic sank in 1912, people have been imagining ways to raise it from the bottom of the seafloor. But it will never come out, Daniel Stone wrote in Sinkable. Obsession, the deep sea, and the shipwreck of the Titanic. Not only is the exposed steel on the upper bow too brittle for even the most industrious crane operation, but the mud has also acted as deep sea quicksand for longer than most humans have been alive. Its lack of structural integrity is just one of three main reasons why the Titanic is destined to remain sunk forever. In 2020, ERM's Titanic Inc., which owns the salvage rights to the ship, planned to retrieve the radio used to make distress calls. The plan stirred up a debate over the possibility the expedition could disturb human remains. Some argued animals and salt water have completely decomposed the bodies, according to CBS News. The Titanic ship was built out of thousands of 1-inch, thick steel plates and 2 million steel and wrought iron rivets. According to a report in Materials Today, Halomonas titanicae, bacteria named for the ship, are working symbiotically to eat, if you will, the iron and the sulfur, microbial biologist Laurie Johnston told USA Today. Ambitious Titanic enthusiasts have been dreaming up ways to raise the ship since 1914, when engineer Charles Smith devised a plan to attach electromagnetic cables to the hull and slowly raise it with steam engines and winches, according to Sinkable. At the time, he estimated the cost would be $1.05 million. That's roughly $45 million today. Raising the capsized cruise ship the Costa Concordia in 2013 cost $800 million, The Atlantic reported. That ship was only partially submerged, so bringing up the Titanic would be far more complex and costly. A piece of the Titanic on land. An ironworker moves the big piece of the Titanic into the Luxor Resort Casino. The big piece of the Titanic's hull is on display at the Luxor Resort Casino in Las Vegas. Ethan Miller Getty Images for premier exhibitions. While the site is a memorial site, some artifacts from the wreck have been salvaged. Any salvaging of the site is limited to the debris field around the two hulls and must comply with the NOAA guidelines, international agreement, and federal regulations. For example, it took 2 attempts, the first in 1996 and the second 2 years later, to haul what's known as the big piece of the Titanic to the surface. The 30-foot, 15-ton hull section still had rivets and glass in some of the bronze portholes,